हाय एवरीवन वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। सो आई डोंट इवन रिमेंबर कि मैंने लास्ट अपडेट अबाउट माय फर्टिलिटी कब दिया था, बट सो मच हैव चेंज्ड, लाइक सो मच हैव चेंज्ड ओवर अ मंथ बिकॉज नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड वाज last month was super rough. My doctors asked me to stop all the medication because the stress was over the roof and my hormones were all over the place and my periods were not normal. So my doctor asked me to stop all the medication only because she told me very very strictly also at the initial stage of the medication and the fertility journey that if I take stress, the medication that we are having, the body is not going to observe and it is going to be utter waste. So she had told me this, and when I told her that undergoing a lot of stress, I don't know what's happening with me. I think the hormones are all over the place. I know that a lot of people would not resonate like I also did few years back. I was like, why do women always take period or hormones as a reason and then get irritated and then say basically just put the blame on the hormones. I also was that girl, but I honestly feel that's something which is extremely real. It really happens that sometimes you're so irritated that you don't know why you are, right? So I've been traveling also lately, so the food, the diet, the lifestyle, everything changed, and I was like so stressed that it really impacted my mental health also. That's another story, but so much happened. Like basically, the doctor just asked me to stop everything, and I told the doctor that I felt lethargic. I just wanted to be on bed. I really didn't feel like doing anything. I just wanted to do nothing. That's about it. And then she told me, you know what, let's start where we boost your energy first. Let's make you a little normal and then we start with the medication again. So that's something that she have done. She's put me on medication which is basically for my digestive system and also to help me feel better. So that medication is on. The previous medication, everything is stopped because it doesn't make sense at all. Also, the good thing is that I'm feeling much better. Honestly, when I'm shooting a video, I probably prep, but I really didn't feel like applying or doing anything for my face. So I was like, you know what, chuck it. I just have to give you like a proper raw and authentic. So let's look raw and authentic. So yeah, that's about it. I know I'm saying this in a very fun way, but I have been like impacted. I don't know why, what happened. I have no clue. There was so much happening all together that I actually took so much on myself and I was just stressed. And I really thought that I should communicate it to the doctor and tell her that, I'm feeling this way. And yeah, and also the periods last month was terrifying. It was like dark brown. And I told the doctor and she asked me to go for a internal scan, which I was petrified because I really didn't wanted to do it. So I was like, you know what, I just can't do it right now. Can we skip this month and let's see how the period flow is next month and then decide because so much is happening that I really want a break. I really don't want to go through the physical pain also because that is extremely painful. I have been through that before when I had TB. So I was like, no, I don't want to do it. But she was good enough to tell me that's fine. Let's work on your medication. And if the periods come again like this, then probably we have to do it. But this month, like January period, was so bad that I had crazy ache. You won't believe December. I don't even know how the period came and went because there was no pain at all. But January was terrifying. I mean, I had such crazy cramp, like my stomach, my back, and my legs. Everything was paining, and even my head. So, everything together was paining for a solid 20 minutes. And then after that it just kept reducing, but that 20 minutes was so horrible. So I was like, what's on? But I really thought it might also be because I've been traveling. So the next bit is also a good news that I again opted for Sandhya, who was my nutritionist before in iMums. So I actually contacted her and I asked her if she will be able to help me, and she did. So I have again I am basically again with a nutritionist because I really need help. The whole problem is that I've been asked to eat certain foods that is not very easily available. For example, quinoa, besan ka chila, moong ka chila, oats porridge, uh, ragi ka porridge. So these things are not very readily available to the places I was in, maybe like in Goa, Hyderabad, Bombay, and Chennai. All the foods that you get is like idli, dosa, poha, and all of those stuff. And I'm off fermented food as well. So it was becoming very, very difficult for me to actually search for foods. So that was one bit. So I really had to get check like what do I eat. So I went to Sandhya. She spoke to the doctor. She spoke to Dr. Vani, and then they concluded. She gave me like concluded in the sense they actually gave me like a diet plan and asked me to to settle in with the travel, and then they are going to start with the diet plan again. So I've already started. It's been few days. The most important change is that I have been asked to take maca root. If you remember, I had actually posted about some essential that you have to take when you are in your fertility journey. That time I was not asked to take this, but now they have asked me to take maca root powder, which is basically like an Ayurvedic powder, which you have to put like a half teaspoon in a glass of warm water and have it. And trust me, it's the yuck. It exactly tastes like muddy water that you're having. It's that way. I really don't like it at all. So that is something that I've been taking recently. But everything has to be prescribed by the doctor. You cannot take anything anytime, because actually the nutritionist also asked me to take ashwagandha, but when we cross checked with the doctor, she asked me to stop ashwagandha and just take maca root powder. So that was one thing. And currently I'm off gluten, which means no maida, no wheat. I'm off dairy, which means no milk, no paneer. But luckily, I have been asked to take curd, which is lactose free and not a regular curd. But now my husband is like, what, don't stress so much. We'll figure it out. You just focus on your treatment, and that's about it. But as easy it sounds, I am that person who overthinks, and to overthink is like, what do I even say? I just go to the extreme levels. But coming back to topic, I've been put on like no gluten, no dairy, luckily on a lactose free curd, which I'm very happy about. Buttermilk is on, ghee is on, and yeah, I've been asked to have a lot of roasted nuts, which is very, very good for the body, especially pumpkin, and also um pineapple and pomegranate, which is again very, very great, and also berries, which is again great for fertility and to decrease prolactin and work on the autoimmune disease that I have. So yeah, that is something that I've been working on. That is something very different, because it gets very, very difficult to get up in the morning and to make quinoa and all of those. But I have to do what I have to. Also, I've been cut down from fermented food, which means I cannot eat idli, dosa, um, dhokla, all of those things, because fermented food also comes in contact with the thyroid, and then it doesn't work well with the gut, and there is so much science behind it. So I'm off that also. So it gets very, very um irritating sometimes, because I love my food. If I really hope that I would have made videos like from the start, like about a decade or like 5 years ago, you would know that how much I love food. And when I go out, and I honestly don't even go out now, because when I go out, I'm like so much food out there, but I'm not able to eat it, not even a pani puri, because again, the puri is made with maida, so it gets very, very difficult because the limitation, and what do I even say? So it's very difficult to get food Honestly, someone who's not fussy is still easier, but for someone who's extremely particular about food, it does get a little messier. And also, I've been asked to have dark chocolate, but it has to be about 70%, which means it is going to be super, super bitter, which I'm still okay with. Thank God that at least she prescribed me like dark chocolate. Then again, regular drinks like jeera water, then soft water for bloating and everything, that has really, really helped me. So basically, the whole thing is that we need to, the doctors and the nutritionists are trying to get my senses normal, to get me calmer, and then once my energy is boosted, once my digestion is proper, then we are going to go to the medication for getting the prolactin and the autoimmune levels more down. But for now, all they've asked me is to meditate, do yoga, and just be calm, read books, and also, you know, try and not associate myself with things or people which actually give me stress. And you won't believe, it's been about 4 days that I've not been to Instagram. That's like something else. I've like honestly, I've just removed the app from my phone and just closed all the notifications so that I don't go on social media, because sometimes that is also very, very overwhelming because of the kind of content you see. So stopped that for a while. So I'm like, for about a week or two, I really don't want to be on social media or do anything. I just want to be with myself, read books, cook food, have some great food, try and see if I can have an alternative and make like some lovely food, just take care of my health. And that's about it, because with traveling and there's so much of things happening, I'm not able to cope up. I'm just being raw and very authentic. Sometimes I feel that tomorrow I'm just gonna get up in the morning and I'm gonna feel all energetic and everything, but मुझसे हो ही नहीं पा रहा है. I'm like, I'm still tired. You can I don't know if you can even see from my face, but I'm so, so tired. All I want is to rest. But even when I'm resting, I've got so many things in my head that it's just wandering. I am trying to work on my overthinking. I've been doing it since like years, but I think I really need to practice it more. So, yes, I think fertility journey, again, it's each to their own. I think it's so damn difficult, and I'm just waiting for this to end. Um, and what do I even say? I'm like, I but yeah, but I don't go on my face and that thing that, oh my god, I'm very stressed that I'm not able to make it. No, 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 no. We are going to make it together. I still have that hope. I am very, very, very sure that we are going to get to that stage. I'm not going to give up so soon. I mean, I'm not even going to give up ever. But yeah, I am just being strong. I'm just trying to be strong. I just want to be extremely grateful for the other thing that has been happening in my life. But yeah, with fertility, with medication, and with so much thing, I just go all stressed. But that's fine. I think it's all part of life, and everything teaches you so many things about yourself. So yeah, I think I'm all good. Also, I would like to thank a lot of you people that you've also come to my Instagram page and asked me for Dr. Wani's number, Sandhya's numbers. I'm very happy that I am able to help you all. It's not about how many people I'm helping. Even that one message that pops in my inbox asking for Dr. Wani's number, or a little bit of chat, I am so damn grateful that I'm able to help you all. And yeah, I think that was a motive of starting this fertility journey ka series, and I think it's all worth it. Dr. Vani is great. Sandhya as a nutritionist is great. I think they've been helping me so much mentally also, and that is so good. I mean, the doctor ka kaam hota hai bas medication do and leave, and nutritionist will just give you a diet plan and leave, but they make sure that they check on me, check on my mental health, and then describe and prescribe the medications. I'm very, very grateful. And yes, that was about it. If you have any questions about my fertility journey, or if you are having a story to tell me, just put that in the comments, because let's, uplift women who are going through so much. I think I was still better till December, but after that, I've just become like a crackpot. So, yeah, I mean, I hope everything would be good soon and I would have like a great news in the next fertility journey. I'm very happy. If you have any question, drop it in the comment. I would love to answer. And with that, let's end this video and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Love, love.